Yo everybody, it's me, Fitness65 is back. Now you're gonna get a bonus because I'm making a video on this account. This is gonna be a sports video. I'm just gonna give my videos on making videos on my second account since I might as well because I want to make a second video. I want to make another video on this account. So this is going to be a sports video, NFL video, since the AFC and the NFC Championship games are tomorrow. I'm just going to give my quick predictions on those two games and just who I think is going to come out of those games. So we start off with which should be some pretty good, interesting games, and then of course the winner is going to go to the Super Bowl, which will be next month. But of course we start off with the AFC because that's what's going to be the first game, the AFC game, which is going to be between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets against the Indianapolis Colts. Now really, the Jets are coming off a win against San Diego, and in a game that I still feel that the Jets didn't really beat a team, the San Diego Chargers. I mean, they did beat them, but again, the San Diego Chargers is a team that beat themselves. I mean, this is a team that can't get past the first round. Every time they go to the playoffs, this team just always chokes, and they just don't play to what their level of competition is. And I don't know if it has something to do with the staff or the coach or whatever, but this team just never seems to win the big games when it counts. And many people picked this team to go to the Super Bowl, but that wasn't the case as they got beat by the New York Jets. And I just don't like. I just hope San Diego can fix this and end this trend, because this trend is just getting ridiculous with them going to the playoffs and losing like that. And of course, you got the Jets, who to me are still one of the teams that just don't belong in the AFC Championship game against the Colts, even though the Colts have not really been as good as the previous Colts teams. But I still feel that this is going to be a good, decent game, but I feel this game is going to be a blowout, mainly because the Colts are just a better team than the Jets, and the Jets are going to do their usual thing, but the Indianapolis Colts to me are just a way better team than the Jets. I mean, you got Peyton Manning. Of course, they do have their defense, the defense that has a hard time stopping the run, and the defense that struggles at times, but I don't see this defense struggling at all against the Jets. I just see this Colts team just running over the Jets, because the Jets, even though I'm not gonna knock the Jets, I mean, they have been beaten team. They did get in the playoffs when no one expected them to get in the playoffs, and they have been beating teams that no one expected them to beat, and now they came this far. But I just feel that the Colts are just a way better team than the Jets, and I just see this game being kind of a high-scoring game. It might be a low-scoring game, but this is going to be one of those high-scoring games, because the Indianapolis Colts can score points fast, and of course the Jets can score points fast, and they have a pretty good defense as well. But I just see this game going to the Colts, because the Colts are just more of an experienced team. They got a more experienced quarterback, and they just been there, done that before, so they know what it takes to win big games. So I see the Colts going over and winning, and what should be one of those close games. We then move over to the NFC Championship game between the New Orleans Saints against the Minnesota Vikings, and a game between two teams who just been playing, who just showed why they were one of the best teams in NFC. The Vikings took care of business last weekend against the Dallas Cowboys by beating them real badly, and then of course the Cowboys the teammates from the Cowboys started whining about the Vikings scoring more on them. But I feel that the Cowboys should have just stopped talking and sort of let all the talking do it on the field and try to do what they could to prevent that. But Dallas didn't do that, and thus they got blown out by the Minnesota Vikings. And then of course you had the New Orleans Saints, who I didn't expect to go to the championship game, take care of business against a Arizona Cardinals team who I thought might be going to the Super Bowl again. They completely just owned the Arizona Cardinals. They were all over Kurt Warner. The defense stepped up, and they got a lot of sacks on Kurt Warner, and they just played like they've been playing in the beginning of the season, and they just handled their business against the Arizona Cardinals. Now these two teams playing against each other, it's going to be a fun game because these two teams can score points in a hurry. These two teams both have defenses that can just go at you like anytime they want, and they have big stars on the defensive side that just are always at the ball and always at the quarterback. So this should be a fun, interesting game. But in the end, though, I got to go with the Minnesota Vikings going over in this game because the Minnesota Vikings have just got a lot to prove. They're more of an experienced team. They got a more experienced quarterback who's sort of been in these situations, and they're just a team that that are just more hungry than the Saints. That's not taking anything away from the Saints because the Saints are a very good team, but the Minnesota Vikings are just more hungry and they want to go to the Super Bowl, as they haven't been to the Super Bowl in a while, and they want to go to the Super Bowl by beating the New Orleans Saints. So yeah, this should be a very good game. I feel that this is going to be another one of those close games with both teams just scoring and scoring, and the defense of both teams stepping up. But in the end, though, I got to go with the Minnesota Vikings. Like I said, they're more hungry and they just want it more, and you're going to see a lot more of it in this game tomorrow. So yeah, I see the Minnesota Vikings winning, and which should be a close game. But yeah, that's pretty much my predictions for the AFC and the NFC. Just a special treat making a video on this account. My NFL predictions video of the AFC Championship game and the NFC Championship game, giving you my thoughts on why some of these teams are going to win. They're both of their respective games. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. You can rate, comment, tell me what you think about the AFC and the NFC Championship games. And until then, thank you for watching. Fitness65 out, and hope to bring you another video, whatever I talk about on this account, whether it be another sports video or maybe talking about some sort of a movie. Maybe I might do another video game video. Maybe I might do a video game video on here talking about video games, or I might do something else, or I might do a blog or a rant or whatever. So just expect that on the upcoming videos that I make on this account. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Fitness65 is back. Out. Peace.